first question. What's your name?
My name
Including
is,
middle name.
Including middle name. My name is Alexander John Brown. And what is your full name?
My name is Elizabeth Noel Kiihne.
Very nice.
Nice. All right. Second question. We started off easy there. How do you feel about your middle name?
I like my middle name. I think it's John. I think it's like strong, classic, I guess. I don't know. I've never really thought about it that much.
Okay. So whenever you said your middle name was John, I wondered, is it short for Jonathan or anything else?
I think it's just John.
Can middle names have nicknames? Is, I guess, the ultimate question.
I mean, why not? It's 2021.
That's the spirit. I love that.
Okay, so do you like your middle name?
I do. My middle name is Noel. I was born in December.
Aww.
So it's like Christmassy, and I think it just sounds nice. And it's not uncommon, but it's not too common. I think it's nice.
I think it's pretty.
Thanks. I'll tell my parents that. They have your approval. Next question. Where did you grow up and where do you live now?
So I was born in San Antonio, Texas. So most of my family is from Texas. That's where I get my roots. I'm currently living in Indianapolis, Indiana. Doing the whole color guard thing. Working at Starbucks. But yeah.
What's the best thing at Starbucks? I've never actually bought anything at Starbucks. I only ever get the puppuccinos.
Mm-hmm.
One time somebody gave it to me like the really big cup.
Cup of whipped cream?
Just whipped cream.
I love that.
So what do you recommend?
Well, so you're not a big coffee drinker then?
I'm not a big one, but I don't hate it.
Okay. So probably like a latte would be the best bet for you. Do you like hot or cold beverages, I guess?
No preference.
Okay. Well, it's cold now, so I usually do like a hot latte. Are you more of like a caramel or like a chocolate fan?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Like white chocolate or dark chocolate?
Like if I were to eat it, I'd say dark chocolate.
Okay, so you're just a mocha gal.
Sounds
but
nice.
Those are the best because they're classic. They never let you down. And they're good pretty much anytime. That's
what I like to be as a person. So, wow. You can like read people's souls based on their drinks.
Oh yeah, I have a gift.
Impressive.
So,
all right. Oh,
where were you born? And where do you live currently?
I was born in Michigan, somewhere by Detroit. I think like Ann Arbor area. I don't remember. I was young, and I moved when I was 2-ish to Mexico. Lived there for a hot minute. For a few years.
Where in Mexico?
In Tampico.
Wow.
So kind of by, like along the coast, kind of up by Texas. So not too far away, I guess.
Okay.
And after that, I moved to Texas. So, yeehaw. South of Houston, so not by San Antonio. Lived there for a while, moved to Germany, lived there for 4 years, moved back to Texas to the same town, same house.
Where in Germany?
Kind of in the southwest side, kind of by France.
Okay.
We're like maybe 45 minutes from the border, I'd say. So that was really cool. Got to learn a lot of new things, eat some new food, the whole ordeal. Moved back to Texas, finished high school, and now I'm in Minnesota for college.
Minnesota.
Yeah, you betcha.
Okay. What are you studying in college?
I am ultimately going to do physical therapy. but they don't have a physical therapy major.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a psychology and dance major with German neuroscience minors.
Wow.
It just worked out that way.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Well, a lot of for the neuroscience, I had already taken all the classes somehow, except for the intro to neuroscience. So it's like, I can fit that in.
Yeah.
And the German minor fulfilled most of my gen ed requirements that I still needed. So I was like, just knock that out too.
I love that. I mean, might as well if you can.
Exactly. And it sounds cool. Like, it's not really extra work for me, but it's like a little flex if I want it.
You just get to throw them out there.
Yeah. All right. Ready for the next one?
Yes.
Cool. Is this your first season with Pride? What years have you marched Pride?
No, this is my second season with Pride. I marched back in 2019. Another Door Opens, and
the golden year.
It was a good one. But yeah, I mean, there's nothing like Pride. There's nothing like The Greatest Love. So, I did audition for the dance ensemble last year. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to continue with it, but.
Was there Pride last year?
So they did a dance ensemble.
Okay. Do they do that every year?
No, they had done it before in I think it was 2014. Don't quote me.
Because I remember seeing stuff about that, but I thought that was just like kind of like how some guards have A guards in the world.
Well, so sometimes when they like they did last season, they kind of just take a season off. Mm-hmm. They'll do the dance ensemble just as like another opportunity within the youth development and all of that. But yeah, so they had the opportunity, they had the time, so they did a dance ensemble, and Brady kind of ran that, and it was super cool. I wasn't able to actually like march in it, but I still went to a couple of the rehearsals. It's pretty much just like a Brady class, but a little bit even more extended, so you just go further in depth and everything. And
that sounds like so much fun.
It was really cool. But yeah, very excited to be back. It's going to be really different, but I think it's going to be like super cool and like super unique. So I just couldn't say no. Yeah. So is this your first year marching Pride?
This is my first year marching Pride.
Very nice. Rock on.
Very nice and to the point. The next question is, why do you want to march Pride?
Because there's nothing like The Greatest Love. I mean, there's just magic in the Pride of Cincinnati. I don't know. Even when you watch it and you watch those old shows, and like, it's just always been there. There's just been that thing, that it factor that just draws you in. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's hard to say exactly what it is about Pride. I think that makes them so good. Mm-hmm. It's like this thing.
It's just...
But I think it's even just the way that they carry themselves when they perform. Watching videos of them walking on. It's so simple, but it's so good. Like, they walk in, this is like even 10 years ago or more, however long ago. They walk in and they're like, hey there, I'm here. Mm-hmm. You're here. Let's do this. It's just so good.
Absolutely. And yeah, and growing up as like the little color guard kid, like you just watch that and you're like, I want to do that.
Yeah. So, and then you're here and you're like,
yeah. And then you get into that position to be able to do it. And it's just like a dream come true.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it still feels like a dream, like not real.
Oh, yeah.
That's, I think, how
it never really goes away.
That's good though, I think. Yeah. And then, what do you like to do in your spare time? Always like that one.
I make a lot of coffee, but I guess that's not spare time. Well, even in my spare time, I make a lot of coffee. I'm like fully addicted. But I went to school for musical theater, so I'm always like singing and dancing and goofing off, and I don't know, just being creative and silly, and I don't know. I watch a lot of Netflix.
Do you have any favorite shows?
Oh, Schitt's Creek for sure is a really good one. I'm watching Avatar right now.
Yes.
Also very good. And then another cartoon, Steven's Universe. I just finished. Also very good.
Great. Good
Not
options
Steven,
altogether.
Steven Universe. Sorry. Let me get that right.
I have big respect for all musical theater people. Like that stuff's hard. And I feel like people who aren't in the arts world maybe don't recognize that all the time. But like, and I definitely don't know everything about musical theater. Like I don't know all the nuances that make it even harder than it looks. But like, dang.
Well, it's just like color guard.
But singing and dancing, and like dancing, and then you have to sing. Singing's hard already, and then you have to sing out of breath while acting.
I
don't know, man. It seems hard.
It's fun. You just gotta have. It's just a good time. You just have a good time.
I've always wanted to do it, so kudos to you.
Yeah, you can always you still can.
I'm not a singer. Like I'd like to be, and it's like it's not even like a self-confidence thing. It's more of like an objective fact, if that makes sense. So like I just have to accept it and just work around it.
So like not even karaoke or anything?
No.
Okay, we're going off script a little bit. What's your go-to karaoke song?
I'll sing Anything by Celine Dion. I definitely cannot sing it as well as she can. Not even close. But just, I love everything from her. What about you?
Brown Eyed Girl's a real good one.
Yes.
Just really anything that like, I want to be really like artistic sometimes and pick these really obscure songs, but it's karaoke. You're there to party. You're there to have a good time. So anything that like is a crowd pleaser, like that everybody will know, and by the end, everybody's just going to be singing it with you. Like, so it doesn't even matter. That's like anything Journey, anything like, they're all good. Favorite duet is probably Part of Your World from Aladdin. Yeah.
I feel like karaoke songs and car songs, I sing a lot when I'm in the car,
road trips
when it's just me. Super loud, super bad, but
that's
sometimes
the shout.
Then okay, well I'm in college, so I don't want to annoy because I know other people live right next to the bathroom, so
who cares?
Yeah, true. But in the car, I'll sing sometimes like really sad songs that at a karaoke would not go well because people would just be like
some like Lana Del Rey or
like just wouldn't get people hyped in the same way. But yeah, those can be fun, cathartic times. All right. Do you have a favorite Pride show? Yes or no? And then what is it and why?
That's a hard one. So the first Pride show I ever saw was Summer of Love. And I always go in these like cycles, and it always comes back to Summer of Love. So I think that's the one for me. Because like the first one's always just like the most special. When I did drum corps, I watched the Cavaliers, and like Mad World was like the first show I saw for them, and like that one's always gonna be my favorite because it's the first one I saw. So like it's just a special one. I don't know. It's like it's another one of those just like you can't describe it. It's just magical. I don't know.
Did you march drum corps? Did you march drum corps?
Yeah, I marched Cavaliers.
Cool.
Yeah.
Which years?
14 through 17.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good. Did you?
Yeah, I just marched Janum in 2019 and whatever 2020 was. It's supposed to be my age out, but
somewhere I have a Kiss Me I'm a Fan of That t-shirt. And it's
Cool.
probably one of my, I say somewhere, like I don't know what it is, but it's like one of my favorite possessions. So
That's so cool. I should have gotten one of those when I merged, but I was like, no, I'm gonna have too many shirts. I probably wouldn't wear it.
oh, like half of my wardrobe is Cavalier, like
Yeah. And then I went out and got more like junk wear.
yeah.
I don't even know. I think my favorite Pride show is Preaching to the Choir. Like you said, it was the first Pride show I think I watched. And I don't know, something about it I just really like. I like the movement style, the design of it. I don't know if that's the right word. But every time I watch it, I see something else, like a little small, just like the little small details that make it so good. I don't know how people judge these things in live time. Like there's so much going on and you're only one person. Like I guess they have like a few judges, but still, I don't know. It's how they do that.
Yeah, that Preaching to the Choirs was like a very, very close second for me. It's just so good. That like flag moment going across the front.
Oh, right. And they're all super close together.
Yeah. And they're just twirling.
And whenever the guy, he first comes out with the flag and he like lifts it up slowly, I thought that was the coolest thing. And I tried learning it when I was younger.
Literally wanted to be him. That was it. Like I was like, okay,
drama.
We're doing it. Yeah. Oh, I'm all about the drama. Don't you worry.
It's so good. All right. Switching
gears.
Switching gears, that's the word. If you could meet any historical figure, either living or deceased, who would you choose and why?
Oh. I always go back to Charlie Chaplin. Because, well, like I want to be, like one day I'll be on film and I don't know, there's just like he's the foundation. Like when I was in college, like one of my favorite classes that I took was clowning, and it's just all about letting every inhibition go and just like being and emoting this one emotion that you're feeling in that very instant, but to like at 1,000%. And that's just kind of what he does too, because it's like silent film and like you have to show it like that much more, I guess.
That sounds like a freaking fun class.
Oh, it's so fun. It's, if anybody, like everybody's like, I'm gonna run away and join the circus and be a clown. No, that was me. Like that's like, it's incredible.
Mad respect.
Yeah. But yeah, and he's just like, he's like super cool and like he has a lot of cool ideas that were like really ahead of his time. And yeah, there's not a lot of interviews with him where you get to like hear him speak or like, I don't know. I think it would be cool to just like sit down and talk to him.
Was he alive when sound film came out?
Yeah, he was kind of like that bridge between the two.
Okay.
Which makes it that much
theoretically cooler. Like he could have been interviewed on camera, but I guess they didn't really make a lot of camera interviews then.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not super big on.
There was this one big long like monologue that he gives at the end of one of his movies that we used in propaganda in Cavaliers, and like anyway, there was this big whole long like idea that like spanned it a couple minutes throughout the ballad, and like his speech and like little sound bits were used all throughout it, but like I was being the theater kid, just like learned the entire monologue.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's just a lot of connections with him, I guess.
That was actually one of the first Jump Corps shows I watched.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I really liked that show.
It was
It's a
It
good
was
one.
a fun one. It was a really, really fun one.
All right.
So if you
Oh,
could sit down and meet with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
I don't really know. I guess the first person that comes to mind is Amelia Earhart, but she has to be deceased because I want to know where she is. Um, like, yeah, we can have a nice chat, but like, I feel like my main motive for this conversation is like, where are you at? And I'll
Yeah.
meet you there. You know, just get some closure.
Uh-huh. Oh man.
And if she doesn't want to be found, then she can just say, "Oh, I'm not available that night." And it'll be fine. And you know, like the way life is going, I probably wouldn't see her for like another few years, or I'd forget to reach out or something.
But you'll know.
Yeah, but I'll at least know.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she seems cool. She seems pretty rad.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like the energy she has. She's like, I'm gonna fly around the world.
I'm just
People
gonna
tell
do
me
it.
I can't. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do it by myself. Did she do it by herself?
Yeah.
Good for her. That's amazing.
We all need that kind of badass attitude.
Right. And I feel like if I got to talk to her, I could do it too. Maybe not actually fly, but like do something like that. All right. What is your favorite app on your phone?
Probably my music app. Like I just use Apple Music or like messages. I mean, I'm just a basic person. I don't really have a lot of extra apps or anything. I take pictures, I listen to music, and I text people. I'm on Instagram a lot, so maybe that's a second.
That's good. Those are all good. I second the music one, hardcore. I actually forgot about it until you said it. You know, I always have it on.
Yeah.
Um,
There's always music.
yeah. You know how they have the Spotify rap thing, and you have Apple Music. Apple Music does that, right? Are they starting?
I think you like. I don't know. I haven't tried it, but
okay, I thought I saw
think you have to
something.
like. Yeah, I think you have to go on to like some website and maybe I don't know.
In my Spotify Wrapped, it said I listened to over 200,000 minutes of music, which is from when they start January 1st and go to the end of October or something. That's like 12 hours a day of music. Like what? So I guess that would be the one I use most often.
Mm-hmm.
But my first thought was my email. Even though it's just like boring emails and stuff, I'm always excited because I'm like, more information. I get to hear about things I need to know so I can plan. I don't even know. But I get excited if I get interesting emails from my professors or whoever.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's a little sad, but it is what it is.
No, it's not.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I always say color guard is my hidden talent, but I guess I can't say that.
Not so hidden right now.
I mean, I guess like I sing and dance. Hidden talents. I can like balance a broomstick on my chin. I guess that's cool.
That is a good talent.
I'm an amateur juggler. These are all just like color guard related like skills. I
like those though. I want to see you do them.
I like to tidy. Is that a talent?
I think it can be.
Yeah, let's just say it is.
Or is it skill or talent? What's the difference? Are they kind of the same?
Yeah, kind of coexistent.
Yeah, so I say it counts.
Do you have any hidden talents?
I don't feel like my talents are hidden because if I am good at them, I do them a lot because I enjoy them.
You just have too many.
No. I'd say maybe, I don't know if this is really a hidden talent, but I knit. I can knit. Um, what else? I too have dabbled in the jugglings. One time I was at an airport for like 8 hours and I had these like little clementine oranges. I was like, let's give it a shot. Not great, but I worked. What else? I'm really good at driving. I am. I've never gotten a speeding ticket. I've never gotten an accident. I've never hit another car, like bonked it or bonked a light post. I think I've hit a curb maybe twice in all my driving career. I feel like that's maybe a talent.
I think that's a really, really good one.
Thank you. It has saved me a lot of money as well. So I like talents where I save money rather than have to spend.
I think,
money.
yeah, those
Like
are also really good ones.
Yes. Alrighty. What is your most used emoji?
Emoji? I love cats. So all of like the little cat, like tears, cat heart eyes, all of those, heavy rotation. I also love just the big eye, like side eye eyeballs. That's fun. And then like just the fire. The fire
Yes.
thought.
Yes. Those are classics. I like the cat ones. I feel like I don't see those often or as often as they deserve to be. But maybe it's better that they're like almost a hidden gem.
Yeah, they're
like
just
they're
the little,
really hidden.
little special ones.
Spice. Yeah. That's good. I think I'm almost too lazy to use emojis sometimes. So I just use like the colon and the parentheses to smile. And sometimes I'll add like a second parenthesis to make it like a bigger smile. I don't even know. But if I actually use emojis, sometimes I use them if I want to like make it a specific meaning. And I think typically when I do that, I use like the wholesome eyes, like the whimpering eyes, like the
yeah.
Those just to kind of say that something wholesome or like really sweet or whatever. Or just like generic hearts, I guess.
I use a lot of the green heart.
Yeah. I think my go-to heart is the yellow one.
Aw.
Or the blue. I don't know. So on either side of the green. I just avoid. I'm like,
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. It's nice. All right. Next question.
Sure.
What are you most proud of?
Oh, wow. Probably just so color guard is like really special because when I started like marching Cavaliers and doing all of that, I was still like just starting out like college, and I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and like I was in ROTC, and I was like trying to do like marching band and marching arts and stuff, and just kind of to balance all of these different things together. And I was still just trying to keep all of my options open. Like, do I want to be like a mechanical engineer, or do I want to be a biologist, or do I want to be like in music and arts, or what? Like, I still just wasn't sure. So when I started doing drum corps, it was kind of the nail or the spark or whatever to strike and just make me realize like that this is really what I wanted to do. And it got to the point where I had to either do like continue doing like ROTC military math and science route, or continue doing like arts and like all of that creative side. And I remember just standing there and being like, which way do I go? I can only go one way. And I decided to do color guard, and I decided to do theater and all of these like the creative side of my life. And I was just like really powerful for me, and it kind of just opened up my world, because in one aspect I was cutting myself off from just fully living on either side, or fully embracing like just myself, I guess. but it was really cool to just dive full, like head first into like the thing that really spoke to me deep down. And yeah, so color guard kind of just was that little spark, that start of that whole flip in my life. And it's been cool, it's been fun, and I'm glad I did it. And like, it was probably the biggest moment of my life so far, so we'll see.
It's really
It
cool.
got me to Pride of Cincinnati. Like, we made it, I guess.
When did this happen?
This was going into the summer of 2015.
So you'd already done 1 year of drum corps?
Yeah, so I had already done
Okay.
a year of drum corps. I was still pretty new to the whole color guard world, and just like my artistic side in general. But yeah, I just remember it like hitting me like a boulder and being like, this is what you should be doing. Stop like trying to be anything else, and then just go for it.
I feel like that's a really hard thing to do sometimes, to listen to what you feel like,
yeah,
like what your soul is telling you to do, and not listening to like what you feel like you should be doing.
mm-hmm.
So
like trusting your gut, trusting your instinct.
Yeah,
I was definitely like an overthinker, and like always like second guessing everything that I did. And even with theater, like just starting like diving into theater, like that's all it is. It's just like going with your instincts, like living in the moment. So it's definitely was like a huge like turning point for me, and kind of just like the restart that I needed, I guess.
That's really cool.
So what has been, well, I forgot the question.
A second. I looked at my phone and I just saw deceased, and I was like, ominous. All right. What are you most proud of?
What are you most proud of?
I'm not sure. I feel like in the moment, I'm really like proud of something, or I'm very happy that I accomplished something or whatever it is. But then as time goes by, I kind of just like the significance of it kind of fades in my mind. So like, for example, if I was struggling, this is an example, I guess, but if I was struggling with something and then I overcome it, and then years down the road and I look back and I'm like, oh, I wasn't really having a hard time with it in the first place. Mm-hmm. So like overcoming it was like, you know, like this little hop skip over the thing. But I guess I would say, I think I'm most proudest of myself for stepping out and trying new things. So including auditioning for Pride of Cincinnati, for the Phantom Regiment. There were, like when I was in high school, the vibes I got, like the way I understood world-class winter guard, independent guards, drum corps, things like that, is like you had to be like really good to do it. And like you do have to be good, but like I feel like my understanding of what it took to do it was just very different. And so I never thought that I could do it. I was like, I'm just a little baby doing color guard. So, you know, it takes I forgot the word, but it takes a lot to just put yourself out there and say, I'm going to risk getting turned down and being told no, like you're not good enough. So I think I'm proud of myself for that, for doing that in like different areas of my life as well.
Mm-hmm. Taking a chance.
Yeah.
We all gotta do it.
Yeah.
Just go for it. Just do it.
I don't feel like it gets easier.
It does. And like I definitely think it's like just like a habit. Like once you get into the habit of like trusting your gut and just like not even thinking or second guessing, it becomes more natural.
I shall do it more often. All right, next question. My phone turns off every time, so. If animals could talk, which animal would be the rudest?
The rudest?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't
Like
know.
geese.
A goose? Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. They're rude. Maybe like, I don't know. I feel like I'm thinking a lot of birds, like seagulls and maybe pigeons. Pigeons aren't quite as rude though, I think.
Mm-hmm. Or like, I think like an elephant, because they're just like old and wise, and they would just be like super like know-it-all-y.
Mm.
But also they're like motherly and like super like maternal and like, I guess, nurturing.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But you can be a mother and be rude. Don't tell my mom I said that. I love her. But they're not mutually exclusive.
But just like an old grandma elephant that just like is tired and just like says whatever she wants and like is always like spitting the truth, like whether you want to hear it or not.
Like sitting on the rocking chair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like
I think that'd be
like,
hilarious.
Yeah. Like, I know everything. Y'all don't know anything. Just do what I say. I don't know.
I'd love to see that in like a cartoon form or something.
Yeah.
That'd be hilarious. Alrighty. Is cereal soup? Why?
Is cereal soup? You know, I've never once thought about this. But I guess, well, I guess what defines a soup? Is chili a soup?
I would like to quickly Google this. What is a soup? Soup is a primarily liquid food, generally served warm or hot, but maybe cool or cold, that is made by combining ingredients of meat or vegetables with stock or water.
So I guess no. Unless you're putting vegetables in your cereal. Or meat. I mean, I don't know.
But if you put fruit in your cereal, is that close enough?
But then would like a parfait also be included? Because it's just like condensed milk pretty much with fruit. So I guess yes. I'm going to say yes.
I'm going to say
Why
no.
not? It's 2021.
I'm going to say no because I don't know. I feel like cereal is its own category. Like, I feel like that saying is like, is cake a cookie?
Okay.
Like,
I get that.
Like, I feel like they're both desserts, but then you have cake and you have cookie, and then underneath cake you have like cheesecake and chocolate cake, and underneath cookie you have the cookie varieties. I feel like cereal and soup are like similar, but they're different.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I can get with that.
And the thing about adding meat and vegetables and stuff, I was thinking like, what if you had a chicken noodle soup, but you just have like chicken water and noodles in it? Like, I guess that would be a soup, but it seems, I can't think of a soup where it's just like the base and then your like starch thing, like whatever the cereal is. But what about tomato soup with croutons in it? Oh no. Okay, I'm going off top. We're going too deep. Okay. Oh no. Is hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not?
So I'm actually vegetarian,
really hate us
so I don't eat meat, but I'm gonna say no. Because I feel like a sandwich needs cheese and condiment. Well, I guess hot dogs have condiments, but and I guess you could put cheese on a hot dog too. But when I think of a hot dog, I just think like a hot dog and a bun. I don't know.
What about a chili cheese dog?
That's what I'm saying. So now I'm just contradicting my own points.
These are hard questions. Why do we have to decide? Why can't the hot dog
right?
decide?
Why can't we just let a hot dog be a hot dog?
Like, why we gotta categorize these things that don't need categories?
You're right. You're right. It's 2021. Let's get with it.
I appreciate you saying that. So it slowly gets my brain. I went to work on Friday on January 1st, and I definitely wrote 12:32. I don't even know. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, so is hot dog a sandwich? Why or why not? We decided. Who cares? Is that what we decided?
Yes, I agree.
All right. Gavel. Done.
Decided. Decision made.
Yes. All right. Final question. How do you feel about putting pineapple on pizza?
I love pineapple on pizza.
Yes.
Once again, it's 2021. Do what the heck you want.
I don't understand why it's such a heated thing.
Yeah, and I don't get it. Like, I like it personally, but if you don't, that's cool. Like
there
if you want sardines and olives on your pizza, I would never. But if you want it, that's cool.
Those are the two things I was thinking of. I was like, yeah, what wouldn't I put on pizza? Sardines? Olives. Do they even really offer sardines on pizza at Domino's and places?
I hope not.
Okay, I've never looked for it, but I don't know. I've never seen it either.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen olives, but yeah, pineapple is the way.
But I love pineapple on anything. Yeah.
Yeah, pineapple's just good. I heard that pineapple tries to eat you. Whenever you eat it.
Yeah.
The I don't know, enzymes or something. I think it's enzymes. That are in the pineapple. They try and dissolve your mouth skin or something. I don't know, something like that. This might be a stretch. But whenever you swallow it, then your stomach acid makes it so it doesn't work anymore. That's really interesting. Pineapple's you will not get the best of me.
Yeah.
And then it does.
So brush your teeth.
Yes. And that's that on that.
And that, yes, I'm sorry.
So if we ever get to have a pizza party, we can share the pineapple pizza.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
We can get a pizza with just pineapple.
Sometimes I even go crazy and do banana peppers with the pineapple if I want just the whole yellow spectrum.
With the cheese on it?
With it, exactly. It's just
perfect.